Good evening, Professor Thackeray. This is Juan Segovia. I'm actually going to be doing a video for our assignment. I will be getting out of my comfort zone. So normally I would like to type or probably do a PowerPoint. But a pretty busy week at work, and this weekend was also busy. My son graduated, very proud father. He graduated from high school. Not only he graduated with magna cum laude, and as well with 36 college credits. So I'm a very proud father. Very emotional and exciting day. So for that, I'm actually doing a video, which is actually still outside of my comfort zone. But we'll give it a shot. All right, so we're gonna be I'm gonna be talking about my 5 signature themes. So my 5 signature themes, which I did take the assessment. I did get the assessment. So I'm gonna be reading a little bit of the book and giving you my explanations, as well as I ended up getting myself a highlighter, and I started taking my behaviors and highlighting stuff for note taking. So all right, so my 5 signature themes go adaptability. The next one is consistency, context, deliberative, sorry, have an issue with saying that word, and harmony. I believe that's 5. Yes, that's 5. So I'm going to be reading the quote out of the book and of the area that I feel kind of relates to the adaptability. And of course, I'll give you an example and explain why, how this actually relates to me. But all right, so for adaptability, you live in the moment. You don't see the future as a fixed destination. Instead, you see it as a place that you create out of the choices that you make right now. So on the adaptability piece, this one I'm going to relate to work. And most likely I'm going to relate some stuff to work and some stuff about my kids. So this one, the adaptability, I definitely relating this one to work. In the line of work that I am, I've been in my company for 18 years, and there's been so much change, and we're used to it. We're used to it. There's very selected people that have been there for as long as I have, or even longer. I've been around 18 years in the company that I currently work for. And one of the biggest things behind it is that we always have to adapt to change, and I know change is a very hard thing for people to accept. So not only that, in the line of work that I do is, I might be able to create a schedule for work as little as a week in advance, and literally within hours, my whole entire week would change. So definitely adaptability. I definitely see that. Now the other one is consistency. So for consistency, I went ahead and put balance. Balance is important to you. You are keenly aware of the needs to treat people the same, no matter what their stations in life. So you do not want to see the scale tip too far in any one person's favor. So consistency, yeah. And the reason I picked that quote, because now I'm going to relate to my kids. I'm a true believer that what's good for one is good for all, and that's just something that I've been saying for so many years, and especially with my children, even with my wife. If we're gonna do this for one child, we have to do it for the other one. So yes, that is something that I believe definitely fits me. So all right. So for context is the next one. So on this one right here, for the context, definitely the quote here is, you look back. You look back because that is where the answer lies. You look back to understand the present. From your vantage point, the present is unstable, a confusing clamor of competing voices. So yes, I do intend to research and look back. And one of the biggest things is just that once again, this one's actually I take that back. This one's going to be more towards my career. So I'm the type of person that yes, let's go, let's do it. We have to do it. But before I do that, I need to know why. And probably I guess you could call me the why generation. I usually, you know, not always asking why, but I do like to research and figure out exactly what um, entails of what I'm doing. So, yeah, definitely, I intend to look back a lot. I know, especially in my line of work, I intend to just kind of throw things at me at the last minute, like, hey, go take care of this. Um, but I do need to have a little understanding of what I'm doing. All in a nutshell, that's where it falls into the context. Now, this wonderful word, uh, deliberative. So, deliver, deliberative. You're careful, you're vigilant, you're a private person. You know that the world is an unpredictable place. Everything may seem in order, but beneath the surface, you sense the many rests. Yep, uh, that pretty much describes exactly who I am. I am a very careful person. I'm always looking. Uh, like I always say, I always try to look 15 steps ahead. I know it seems a lot, but, but I always try to see ahead um, of what could happen, and for that reason, I that has made me very uh, careful, especially private person. And this one, I'm going to relate a little bit to my job. Well, I'm going to relate a lot of it to my job because I did take an assessment at work many years ago, and it was like I can't remember exactly which one. I know I done the PI, but it was another one that I took that pretty much just said that I have zero trust. I was like all the way to the negative on that one, and people were like, "Oh, how is this possible?" Well, like I wrote in my discussion, one of the biggest things when it comes to being private, being careful, being vigilant, it's just the line of work that I've been. I started as a team member of the company that I currently work for, and work myself all the way through now that I actually do work in the training department. um, but in part of that, I was a general manager as well as a district manager, and as I posted in my discussion, um, the type of line of work that I was in, which is the QSR, quick service industry. Uh, I'm sorry, quick service restaurant. um, the biggest piece is it was a lot of theft. That's something that was part of my job description, and it just got to a point that um, you pretty much start kind of believing that everyone is stealing from you, and that's the only way that you'll be able to stay. You kind of you stay vigilant. I guess that's the word. And for that reason, also being part of the reporting to the our human resource department, then and teaching, which I did. I guess you could say teach. I went ahead and teach a few classes a couple of years back, sexual harassment. So of course, you learn so much behind that kind of stuff that you manage to uh, just stay private, because anything could cause an issue. So, definitely that behavior is 100% created by my, or not behavior, but that theme that sticks out so much is actually created by my, by my career. So, you know, um, uh, there's goods and there's negatives about it, but that's one of the one that actually describes me really good. So last but not least, we got harmony. On the harmony, I went ahead and highlighted what it says as a quote, which actually stood out a lot to me was, When others strike out in a direction, you will willingly, in the, in the service of harmony, modify your own objectives to merge with theirs as long as their basic value do not clash with yours. So that quote right there, you know, is honestly is right on point. And the reason I say that is because once again, this one is kind of both personal life as well as work. I have my values. I'm a true believer of do the right thing when no one is looking, no matter what. So I have been in position that I was one, well, a couple of times, several times actually, by higher above in the company to ask to you know we had some projects to work on. I said, let's go, like, number, like normal, just adaptability. But um, I will jump in, help out, do anything that I need to do, uh, be a team player, as long as what you're asking me to do does not interfere with my values. And for example, so we had a training restaurant that I went out to certify to be a training location for the market. This was up in San Luis. So, and I'll make the story short. So I went to the restaurant to do the certification with the director. Once I got there, the directors, no, we're ready to be certified. So, I go in, I talk to the manager, and part of the things that I do is just kind of audit their weekly communication book or period book, like they call it. And as I'm going through it, part of it in there is temperature tracking. So as I'm going through the temperature tracking, I'm looking, and I'm going through the days because usually we got to keep records in case the health department comes in, X, Y, and Z. So as I'm going through the records, I get to, let's say today, um, June 3rd. So I get to June 3rd, and everything's filled out all the way to June 3rd. So for some reason, I don't know what got into me. I went ahead and switched the page to June 4th, and the temperature log was filled out. And the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th, and the 8th, and the 9th, and I just pretty much the whole entire book was filled. So yeah, that's an integrity issue right there, and uh, that actually interfere with my values and who I am. So I pretty much integrity. So I pretty much just turned around, looked at the director, and told him, "Sorry, I can't do this." Oh, and of course, the director was trying to, I guess you could say, beat around the bush. No, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And I'm like, okay, well, no, I can't. So I literally walked out of the restaurant, went to my rental car and just sat down. And before I left, I said, well, whenever you're done talking to this general manager, I'll be in the car waiting on you. And I left it at that. Like I said, my values, do the right thing even when someone is not looking. That's one of the core values that I have. So I definitely definitely believe on that one. So that was actually a pretty good quote for that one. Because harmony, I was like, but then once I was reading through it and found that actually it surprised me. So, all right. So now going through discussion, the four following questions. So, which of the themes describes you best and why? So I think I probably this one by now, but is that theme that I can't truly pronounce? Deliberative. Yeah, this one is I could say is 100% me. Um, I could say probably about 80% of the description in here definitely relates to me. I'm a very private person. When I was at work, I'm very serious. With my coworkers, I'm more relaxed. But when I walk into a restaurant or where I'm in professional settings, I'm just 100%, keep to myself. I'm busy. I'm always looking around, making sure that, and it's just a force of habit. It's a habit that's been created, working there for so many years. Like I said, in some instances, good, because I'm able to see and somewhat sometimes predict how things are heading. And sometimes it's bad because I might overthink certain situations. But yeah, definitely that one. Right on. So, which of next one is which of your teams do you use most frequently? Actually, it's gonna be adaptability. Yes, one I use almost about every day. I could tell you, and the reason I use this one is, like I said, last week, I had a. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Okay, last week I actually had two classes that I had to conduct up in Atlanta, Georgia. So had meeting rooms booked, hotel, rental car, flight. I actually flew in on a holiday, um, just to make sure that I was there. I didn't have any mishaps on Tuesday morning. So Memorial Day, I flew in that evening, and literally as soon as I land, I get a phone call. 5 o'clock. My plane's literally putting the wheels on the ground, and I turn on my phone. And we haven't even gotten to the gate, and I get a phone call. So I say, well, yeah, I won't answer right now. Let me wait until I get off the plane. So I get off the plane. Then I get another call. I went from the district manager now to the director. So I was like, okay, this is not good. So I answer the phone. Right on point. Sorry, we're not going to be able to do the classes. We're not going to be able to close the restaurant to be able to have the managers go to the class. So sorry. So here's the chameleon one. No problem. So cancel the room, cancel the rental, change my flight, headed back to headed back to Florida. So yeah, just there's quite a bit of that. So I say that's the one that I use the most. All right, which of your themes surprised you the most and why? Okay, so I think harmony. I believe harmony was the one that actually surprised me because if you look at the word, you say harmony, you're like, oh, this is not the type of person I am. I'm usually very vigilant and I'm very eyes open and ready to put a fight. Um, but yeah, this one actually did surprise me. It, I did not know, especially I guess after thinking, especially when it says as long as their basic values do not clash with yours. Uh, that actually surprised me because I never thought about it. I guess I always made it such a habit of it is what it is. Because um, these are my values, and yours are not aligned with mine. We can't work together. So, yep. So, all right. Last but not least, and I am so sorry that it has taken 18 minutes of your time. Um, which of your themes do you anticipate using most in college, and why? So, I would say that might fall is gonna be probably it's between I say probably between consistency and adaptability. Well, not really adaptability. I guess you could say definitely consistency. Uh, yeah, I say consistency. There's one of the biggest things by doing college, by joining college is changing my routine and being consistent of turning in my work on time, dedicate study time. So having a lot of consistency behind that, that's definitely something that I'm gonna need, especially 35 years old. I've been out of school since, well, I can't even remember. It's been a long time, and changed my habits from my day-to-day life. So, yep, I believe it's adaptability. So, all right, I know this is gonna almost at 20 minutes. I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to this assignment by video. Actually, I enjoyed it. It was actually kind of nice. So, thank you very much, and have a good evening. Can't wait to do the next assignment. Good night.